We've used the library catalog to locate some books on your topic here in the English Reading Room and in other campus libraries and collections, but that's just skimming the surface. We also have numerous scholarly journals where you can find peer-reviewed articles about your topic.
I don't understand why we're so off course. The navigational instructions I learned from this sailing magazine have proven impracticable for our current needs.
Did you critically evaluate the source using a framework such as the CRAAP test? As we discussed, you need to make sure the information you're using is from a reliable, reviewed, or refereed source, so don't forget to apply the evaluation criteria of authority and accuracy.
I suppose I neglected that step.
Well, when you need authoritative information and scholarly research from journal articles, don't forget to look for peer-reviewed publications. In our discipline, we can find literary criticism and analysis in a variety of resource types, including academic monographs, book chapters, peer-reviewed open-access publications, and articles from scholarly journals. Many of the journals we carry in the ERR have been published by university presses or scholarly societies, and many have gone through a peer review process.
Yes, I've heard this term peer-reviewed used before. Why can't I use any article for my research?
As usual, it depends on your needs. You may indeed have the need to use articles from popular magazines or other types of periodical literature in some situations, but when your instructors tell you to include secondary research or criticism in your papers, in most cases, they expect you to use research from scholarly or peer-reviewed resources. Remember, when you take a class in a particular discipline, you're learning to become a scholar in that discipline. Thus, you're learning how research is conducted in that field and then utilizing this research in your own scholarship. Even if you're conducting research in interdisciplinary fields, you still want to find reputable scholarly sources for your secondary research resources.
Perfectly logical.
Some article databases include both types of publications, popular magazines as well as scholarly journals, so you need to pay close attention to the types of resource you find. Some indexes and article databases let you limit your results to peer-reviewed or scholarly articles. Personally, I prefer to start out in the MLA International Bibliography. This database will give you references to material and scholarly resources in the fields of modern languages, literature, folklore, and linguistics, and it includes interdisciplinary topics and scholarship on film, television, and theater, as well as scholarship on popular culture. Though it's not the only database you can use, it's a great starting point for research in many of your English classes.
So that's what my professor means when she says to use the MLA to find journal articles.
Usually, MLA actually stands for the Modern Language Association, the organization that produces the MLA International Bibliography.
Will I be able to find online journal articles here?
If an article is available through one of the licensed full-text article databases, you can use the UC eLinks button from Citations within the MLA Bibliography to locate the article text online or to find out where it is housed in the library system, or even to request it through interlibrary loan if the article is not available online or on campus.
So, using this MLA International Bibliography will help me chart my course through this sea of journals and scholarly research.
Right. It will give you citations to journals and other types of scholarship on literature and related disciplines. Let's see what we can find. There are various routes you can use to get to the MLA Bibliography, but one path you can take is to go to Find Resources, Articles, Arts and Humanities, then select MLA International Bibliography. You'll notice there are other article databases listed, and there will be some overlap. Some of the references you find in other databases might also be indexed in MLA International Bibliography. These resources can also be found on the Research Guide for English, which we'll also look at. You can enter your keywords. For instance, let's see what happens if we search for film or films by using the truncation symbol, which in this database is the asterisk. Then combine this with the search for Mallory or Arthurian. There are over 130 results, but if you're certain you only seek journal articles, you can narrow your results by source type. When you find citations to articles you want to read, click on the UC eLinks button to see if the article text is available online or to see if you need to check the library catalog to locate the journal on campus.
Fabulous! We were discussing the theory of post-colonial criticism in one of my classes. What if I want to find research that examines the Grail quest through the lens of post-colonial theory?
Excellent question. Let's see if we can find material that deals with this area of interpretation of Arthurian legend. I like to use the truncation symbol when searching for scholarly approaches that end in ism, such as post-colonialism. For instance, we can search for Arthurian or Grail and post-colonial asterisk or colonial asterisk. And here we find an article dealing with post-colonialism in Mallory. You may want to broaden your search to include terms such as imperialism or Orientalism. Let's see where to find this article from the journal Arthurian Literature on Arthur as Icon of English Empire. When we look at the UCE link for this citation, you'll notice that the text of this article is not available online, and we don't have it here on campus, so you can use the Request This from Another Library link to submit an interlibrary loan request.
Voila! In addition to scholarly journal articles, I can use the MLA International Bibliography to find books and book chapters as well.
Yes, you've got it.
Perfect! What more could I possibly need?
Once you've examined the resources we've found so far, you'll be able to judge if this is sufficient research for the scope of your current project. But believe it or not, there's much, much more. There are many other general and subject-focused resources and databases you can use for this and other classes. Let me give you a quick tour of where you can find more information.
Superb!